Today we will be going over a new stock that we have not gone over yet on the channel, MMAT Stock. Let's get into the video. Hi everyone, my name is Zach and welcome back to Finance Bro. Before we get into the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please comment how many shares of MMAT stock you have and how many you want to have, and then also consider leaving a like and subscribe as it really helps with the growth of the channel. And if you guys want to see what we're buying, what we're selling, you want to see our public stock portfolio, and you'd also like a free stock worth up to $70 when you just deposit $1 on their platform. It's literally free money, guys. Go ahead and get signed up with Public with the first link in the description. With all that out of the way, let's get straight into our stock for today, which is going to be MMAT stock. Okay, guys, so here we are on public.com, and we can actually check out MMAT stock on their platform. Make sure you guys get signed up in the first link in the description. Also follow us there at It's Finance Bro. But enough with the plugs. We can see here that MMAT at one point today was up 34%. I believe it was even touched 40% at one time, but they go by 5-minute increments, so they obviously didn't register that, but you can see that Public gives a sort of description on why they're up today. So Meta Materials shares are trading higher. The stock has been mentioned as a potential short squeeze play by traders on social media. So we're going to be going over that, another piece of news, 5 things to know, and we're also going to be going over some technical analysis at the end of the video. So if any of that sounds good to you, go ahead and stick around till the end of the video. But before we go over the news and go over technical analysis, we need to kind of check the social activity around the stock. So we can see here on StockTwits, we are not sponsored by StockTwits. We are, however, sponsored by public.com or Public, the social investing app, first link in the description. But we're not sponsored, but this is a good way to check the overall social activity around the stock. Now today I almost made a video on BBIG because I think there's some good upside there, but I kind of like where Meta Materials is at right now, so I decided to make the video on MMAT. Obviously, they show up 8%, and they were talked about 8,500 times on StockTwits today, which is going to come in at number 4 on the most active charts for StockTwits. And not only that, they added the 7th most watchers out of any stock on StockTwits today as well. So overall, a very good day socially for Meta Materials. Okay, now with all that out of the way, let's go over why Meta Materials stock soared on Monday. Now, I know this is from the Motley Fool, and you guys don't like the Motley Fool, but we also have a second article today from Investor Place, so you guys can just skip ahead if you guys are totally against Motley Fool. So what happened? Shares of Meta Materials jumped on Monday with no news from the company. The move likely came because of an attempted short squeeze from retail investors. The stock was up as much as 40% on Monday and is currently up 17%. Obviously, dropped back down to 8%. But let's go over some more stuff. So Meta Materials is an early stage company with a wide focus on building advanced materials to help companies invent breakthrough technologies. It went public through a SPAC in June and is up over 40% since. Even with the jump in price this morning and its latest quarterly results, which were announced August 12th, sales grew 197% year over year to $624,000, though it lost $5.6 million in cash flow from the operations in that period. With no news this morning, Meta Materials stock likely went up because of its popularity among retail investors. Now, this is the type of stocks we like to talk about on our channel, so that is good. The stock has a decent amount of short interest, reported at about 7% of shares outstanding. I believe it's closer to 8 or 9, but let's see, which could have been the catalyst for the big jump in price this morning. When short sellers cover their positions, they buy back shares that were lent to them, which can drive the stock price up rapidly if the demand from buyers increases. So now what? This is obviously from the Motley Fool. They say even though it's interesting and fun to watch a stock jump so wildly, Meta Materials is risky to invest in. It has a market cap over $1 billion, but less than $1 million in quarterly revenue. So they say their valuation is off the charts. But obviously we know that Meta Materials is not a fundamental play. This is purely a short squeeze play. You need to be willing to risk all of your money to be in this stock, to be honest. But it could have insane rewards if it does happen to short squeeze. Okay, and now we can talk about the second article of today from investorplace.com, which is going to be 5 things to know about short squeeze target Meta Materials as shares surge. So They kind of give another overview of what happened today and kind of what MMAT stock is, but we don't really care about the overview. We want to talk about some things that haven't been talked about in this video already. Growth stocks have been handed a bone from the Federal Reserve today. A rather dovish speech from Fed Chair Jerome Powell is juicing growth stocks today. So this was obviously Friday, and that was kind of why MMAT was up, is because Jerome Powell gave a good speech, and growth stocks kind of ran. But perhaps the most company-specific catalyst for MMAT stock has been the company's intrigue to retail traders as a short squeeze candidate. The stock surged from $3 to $4 level in May to a high of June of more than $21 per share, now trading at $4.15 per share. Investors who are looking to take a flyer on a potential near-term winner appeared to be piling into this speculative play. And this is exactly what I'm trying to get across to you guys, is that this is not a fundamental long-term play. This is purely a short-term play that you're taking a flyer on a stock that could possibly short squeeze and you could make a lot of money on, or you could possibly lose a lot of money on this as well. So I want to get that across. I'm not a financial advisor. I'll never tell you when or when not to buy a stock. But anyways, let's go over the 5 different things that they say you should know about MMAT stock. So today's jump in MMAT stock brings the weekly gain in this high-tech materials company to 40%. Retail investors betting on a short squeeze appear to be responsible for much of this move. Indeed, options volume has taken off with MMAT stock, driving expectations of a potential gamma squeeze. With the short interest of about 8.42 and a low price per share, retail investors believe MMAT stock is well positioned for a such a squeeze. And then MMAT stock is currently trading at a 1-month high, but is still 80% below its 52-week high. All right, now with all those things being said, let's go over to the technical analysis. So as we can see here, MMAT is obviously finally breaking out of this bearish trend it has been in ever since, coming down from that $21 level in June of 2021. Obviously, we have been in a very bearish trend, even with earnings, even doing pretty well on earnings. We kind of still were in a bearish trend, but starting about a week ago, MMAT has been breaking above this resistance line of $3.75, and they finally did it, and now we are sitting at kind of unprecedented levels at $4.50. Now, what I would like to look for going into tomorrow, because there's only about 30 minutes left in the day, is that we open above $4.50. If we do, I think we can have another very bullish day. We are sitting at about a 50 RSI, which is not overbought, not oversold, and we could start a new trend up on the MACD. Now, obviously we have resistance at about the 550 level. If we could break that, we could be seeing some insane gains and possibly a short squeeze. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be it for today's video. What are your thoughts on MMAT stock? Did I miss anything? Let me know in the comment section below. If you did find any value in this video, you found it entertaining, go ahead and leave us a like and subscribe, and also comment. You already made it to the end of the video. Might as well help us out a little bit. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Zach, and I hope to see you in the next video.